Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming. Welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic mod Monday. Today we have Armenian National Gallery, Secret Police, and Modular City Center buildings. Grab yourself a cup of coffee and a snack. This is going to be a 20-minute show. We're going to check out what happened in the last 7 days on the mod market. Right, first things first, let's go and check out the Rolls-Royce tanks or armored vehicles. Right, so these are Rolls-Royce AC by Maxim Ogorodnik, and we have description in Russian as well as English. The hello friends, comrades. These mods will be added to British armor car to the game Rolls-Royce. There's a two versions mod, one real with Vickers machine gun. The British version has the British version of the Maxim machine gun, and the not existing the 45mm cannon, which at the time was not, so to speak, the author's fantasy. Right, so we have two different versions. One of them is a little bit more expensive, the other one is a little bit cheaper. They're both made from 1914 to 1925 and 1918 to 1925. Right, so let's go and check it out. You can find them. This is tank, and they're a little bit more expensive than normal. Well, it's not a tank, it's a Rolls-Royce armored car. Right, if you go, you can only buy it by using dollars, so be careful about that. All the way in the end will be here our newest mods. They cost 6,800 rubles and 7,000 rubles respectively. Compared to other vehicles, they are a little bit more pricier compared to some of the vehicles, but that's about it. They're not too complicated to make, and if you want to start exporting your arms industry, there's your opportunity to do so right now. Right. Link in the description of the video. Quiwek Lebedig, sorry for butchering the name, and Central European Village Housing Pack. You're gonna have to go and check out the link in the description. Tell me how to pronounce that nickname, sorry about that. But this is Central European Village Housing Pack. So let's talk about this. I created a set of village houses for the late 19th and early 20th century deal for creation of Central European themed maps. It contains 10 individual residential buildings without the collision, and ground leveling needs to be maximized. The flexibility upon placement, yada. You know, all that good stuff. Right, so you have a lot of description for this. I will go and check out the buildings myself. Now, they are beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful, and this is something that you will find in my hometown as well, this kind of style of building. Yeah, I still come from kind of Central European part of the world. Right, so houses are not that big, well, obviously, they're small. Usually we have 20 people here, we have 26 in this corner building, and I think that's the most we have 16 here. I would say, I wouldn't say that it's too much, but I would go for less people than this 16. That means that there's like freaking 4 families living in here. Where? I would go for less people, but it doesn't matter. You still have to have some kind of population in there. So the 16, good enough. They take a lot of space, these buildings, and you won't be using them for cheating anywhere. So it doesn't really matter. What matters here is form over function. That means that they're beautiful, and they definitely are. Okay, so what can we say about these buildings? We can go all the way in the end and check out what their price is. For this amount of people that we can put in there, 16,000, 7,000, this is nothing. I can tell you straight away that this is more expensive than vanilla buildings. Cheaper one being 7,000, and that one having, let's check real quickly, 7,000, 18 workers can fit in there. So let's go on the small side and check out these. You can see that these flats over here, even smaller. Do we have anything smaller or small-ish? Not really. This is the smallest one that fits, and it's like half the price of the cheapest one. So definitely not a cheaty mod if you price-wise. Population compared to size, you can have less, but I don't see this being a big downside. I think it's a really beautiful mod. If you want to learn more about it, link in description of the video. Right, Karantuki and Modular City Center building. This mod, 3 different parts of one building. There's a restaurant shop as a base, cinema on top, and pub is a small addition. The parts can easily be put together with a grid tool. That means if you press F1 twice, you can assemble it. I already assembled it a little bit, but you will have to move all the building. I'm not gonna deal with this right now. I'm gonna show you how I assembled it, but it's more or less, it's not really that important how you assemble it. It's up to you. Right, so this is the shopping center. As you can see, it has different entrances from different sides. It has road connections for all of your buildings that you need. That will be pub and a shopping center. For cinema, you don't need a road entrance. You have your footpath entrances. Now, what's the deal with them? Well, the deal with them is that they are kind of, let's call it modular, so you would be able to have multiple buildings in one that you usually wouldn't be able to connect like in all vanilla ones. So it's a really genius idea, and I really like it, but I'm gonna leave this to you guys to judge it on your own. Now we're gonna check the price. I'm gonna go and show you the price. If we go over here, we have these 3 beautiful mods with icons on it. This is food and meat, and then we have movie reel, or that's probably projector. That's for cinema, and we have alcohol here, beer for alcohol, yummy. Right, so they cost 20,000 for alcohol. For pub, we have cinema, city center cinema, 46,600 and 600. Let's leave it there. And we have a shopping center to 22,500. Okay, how does it compare to vanilla buildings in this case? So I'm going to tell you that I think that all of these buildings are more expensive than vanilla ones, which is definitely not cheaty. It's positive in our book, but let's go and check some of them. We have a grocery store here. Probably would aim for a shopping center, 100,000. Smaller shopping center would be around 18,000, so it's more expensive than a small shopping center. It's bigger, so it takes more space, and storage 25, 150, that would be 120, so it's more or less the same price as vanilla one. Now cinema, definitely we need more cinemas in this game, because the vanilla cinema is probably, you know, the worst thing ever. Well, you know, we have now the new cinema here, 41,000, which I believe is close enough to the cinema that we have here, which is 46,000. Again, a little bit more expensive, and then 20,000 for a pub. Now, pub is definitely expensive, so heads up on that if you want to implement this kind of pub into this complex of the buildings. But anyway, that's something that you're gonna see in my Let's Play, so thank you Karantuki for making this mod, and you have a link in the description of the video. We have bushes by Rat. You can see it. Can you see it? Which one is it? I'm kidding. These are a set of 3 bushes. They are without collisions, and this is a new greenery that we have in the game, and I think we need more of that. If somebody can make oak trees, that would be amazing. My favorite tree. But anyway, you can and they'll look quite nice compared to the vanilla ones. I think they look more lively. Let me show you what I mean by that. If I plant these, unfortunately they're gonna have to grow first, but as you can see here, these bushes, they look a little bit alien. These look more natural and something that we would see probably in Soviet Union as well as my neck of the woods, so I think it's a really cool thing. Now, can we actually compare this to something? We can't really. I mean, like, they cost 1,700 and 1,100. It's just 3 different kinds of bushes, and you can plant them wherever you want. It's just a nice thing to have. I like it. If you like it, you have a link in the description of the video. We have Vanok and Voronezh OGPU, the secret police. The building of the secret police state security for 30 employees, 8 parking spaces. The real prototype of the historic building of Voronezh OGPU, built in 1933, was taken as a basic with some simplifications. The United States Political Administration under Council of People's Commissary of the USSR, yada yada yada. You know what? You're gonna have to read this. Now, construction requires 1,595 work days. This is really nice that he put that in there. 54 tons of concrete, 11 tons of gravel, 9. Stuff. There's stuff there, and there's 106 tons of bricks. So I'm gonna tell you straight away that this is not gonna be cheap building. I think it's gonna be on par with other buildings that we have. Now let's check out the mod itself. Beautiful. I think the reds are a little bit too good, too clean maybe. That's the only thing I would say. Other than that, I think it's a really beautiful building, and it's a keeper for me. I'm gonna keep this because I'm gonna be using buildings like this. In the backyard, you have parking lots, and you have the road access to the side of where the parking is. So it's gonna be clean exit from there. Right. So what's the deal with the building? How much does it cost? If we go all the way in the end, we have OGPU 39. Let's say 40,000. Rubles. How does it compare to vanilla buildings? So we have police station, we have courthouse, secret police. It's a little bit cheaper. So we have 30 agents in vanilla one. 30 agents in vanilla one, and here we have 30 as well. 8 vehicles, and of course 8 vehicles. So it's more or less the same as vanilla building, but it costs a little bit less. Now I'm gonna leave this to you. What's your opinion on this? Well, it is smaller, I would say, so we can rotate it this way. It's a little bit smaller building, definitely, so I'll keep it a thumbs up from me, because it's such a beautiful building and I will be using it. It is a little bit cheaper than vanilla one, but hey ho. Link description video. Welcome back to Abelian Hike 852 and Big Gallery. He said, this is my first mod after 3 months break building an Armenian National Gallery in Yerevan. Actually, I made this building last year, but it was a bad texture. I decided to remake it, and it's a really beautiful building, I have to say. I didn't see the original version, but I doubt that it was that bad, but hey ho, it's really nice to see this one. Okay, so what else do we have? We have description in, I believe, Russian there, and accepts more than 200 visitors. Okay, so what is it? What is it? It's a gallery. It's a tourist attraction. It's a building. It's a beautiful Armenian building, and if you follow Abelian Hike as much as I do, you will know that by now you can construct half of Yerevan already, capital city of Armenia, because he made a lot of mods from Yerevan, Armenia. Anyway, beautiful buildings. How does it compare to the other buildings of the same style? So we have here a National Gallery, 120,000. I don't know if any tourist buildings cost this much. 242 visitors. So let's go and see tourist attractions, and let's see. Restaurant, no. I would go for Gallery of Art. We can see this one, 32,000, a little bit less capacity, but it's 32,000. And then we have museums. Museums, there's nothing so expensive. Oh, wait, we have Pyramid Museum here. Ooh, Pyramid is more expensive. But anyway, and it accepts less people. So we have Pyramid Museum that comes close, and Palace of Communism that also, oh, sorry, this one is more expensive, this one comes close. But doesn't really matter, it's one of the most expensive buildings in tourist department, so definitely quite realistic, and something we're gonna see in my Let's Plays. Now, if you wanna read about this building, there's a nice description, just check it out in the link in the description of the video. Decor pack for squares part 1 by Raytheon. Greetings, this mod contains pack of decor for squares, paving areas, curbs, tree trunks, old buildings serve as monuments, no loyalty effect, and have no collisions. This mod will help you create a beautiful squares in the city, is suitable for both old and new areas. Some paving sections were taken from Warsaw, Constitution Square, Parade Square, yada yada yada. So you have description of how it was made and where from. Right, so what can we say about this? It's something that I'm really interested in. We already had discussions in Discord. You can see the link in description of the video, Discord, well, my Discord. We talked about these and how hard it is to make these. This is the best, like, the next best thing. The perfect thing would be, let's start from the beginning, the perfect thing would be if we could make, let's say, these squares like this, and that they are as beautiful as these motifs over here. Unfortunately, we can't do it. Not even modders can do it. That's limitations of the game as far as I understand it. We just can't do it. This is the next best thing, these squares. I had a couple of them with brick squares from Equinox Nova, and now Raytheon made some of them. I think it's really beautiful if you want to go and make your own square. This is a really good place to start. What can I say? What else can I say about them? You have a lot of mods. That's a, I don't know, positive, negative thing. You're gonna have a lot of them. And I do have a lot of monuments in my mod section, so you will have these, a lot of these. You have even curbs here that you can put on the edge of your square. so it kind of has a nice edge, you know, to separate it from the road and footpath. But it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now, they don't cost that much, as you saw already. There are only few rubles, few hundred rubles, and that's about it. But definitely gonna be able to make yourself a nice, beautiful square. Now, for more details, you're gonna have to go in the link in the description of the video. I give you Ukraine, Odessa, Belgorod-Dnestrovskiy by Vadi Radi. Sorry, by Vadi Radi. Right, so this is a geographical area of the city of Odessa in today's Ukraine. Now, it lies on the banks of the river. I believe that this would be the river bank. I'm gonna have to see why this is not opening, but hey ho, we'll deal with this later. Right, I give you Ukraine, Odessa, Belgorod-Dnestrovskiy by Vadi Radi. Belgorod-Dnestrovskiy, I'm sorry if I'm butchering this. You have description in Ukrainian and Russian. Historically known as Ackerman and other different names. This is a city municipality and port situated on the right bank of the Dniester Liman on the Dniester estuary, leading to the Black Sea in Odessa Oblast, southwestern Ukraine, in the historical region of Budzyak. It also serves as administrative center for Belgorod-Dnestrovskiy Rayon, one of the 7 districts of Odessa Oblast. It is location of big freight seaport. Right, so let's see what we have here. So we have extremely beautiful map. I actually love the map. It has a little bit of a few challenges here with this. I have these sharp edges going into the river, so you're gonna have to bridge over a crap load of those, or you're gonna have to level the ground, but that's up to you to decide what you're gonna do with this. Also, this map is half of the map is underwater, so you don't get a lot of space to develop. Now, the space you get is decently flat, so it's not gonna be too challenging to do something like this, but it's still gonna you're still gonna have some challenges. Okay, what can I say about this map? Resources, cool. I think it's beautiful. I think it's I love this. I love when it's like this. I think it's a decent amount of resources. It's not gonna be 100% almost anywhere, but you're gonna have resources. Now, iron. It's again a classic. There's a decent amount of iron. I'm not sure what to think about this. There's a lot of undersea resources. I'm not really sure that this was intentionally made like this. So maybe it was resources might be a little bit on a random side. But hey, you have iron. Now, oil is the same thing. It's all over the place, but it's in those decent amounts that I like. It's almost never 100%. You have maybe a couple of places where you would get 100% of oil, but most of it is spread around. Uranium, you have decent amount of uranium. Again, some of them it's underwater, but hey ho. And of course you have bauxite. You have decent amount of bauxite, something that you might focus on if you want to develop this map. Anyway, a couple of features. The map, the west side of the map is quite hilly, mountainous. It's gonna be challenging to develop anything over there. Then we have the northern part. Again, you will have some challenges in building around here. Mines, railroads, whatever you need to do, it's going to be challenging. Okay, that's it. What about the border crossings? Now, this is an interesting part. There's no border crossings, so you're gonna have to import everything by boat. No electricity trading, but hey ho. You need to start with electricity as well. Now, trading with boat, this is Odessa and it's supposed to be a port, so use it. And that's it. There's nothing else here. You're gonna have to do your shipping. It would be nice that we had a couple of border crossings just so we can start importing electricity or something like that, but hey ho, it is, you play the cards you've been dealt with, and this is really interesting map. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna say that I really hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Happy Monday. I hope that you enjoyed this video, because I enjoyed making it, and I want to say, if you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, you have a link in the description of the video. Happy Monday, guys, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.